Welcome in, everybody, to our episode of A Walk in the Park, and we just thought, who wouldn't want to get to know Alex Wood? Yes, I am making a play on words there. Thanks so much for taking the time to do this. Are you ready for a little walk in the park?
Let's do it.
All right. This will be the least pressure you ever feel as a baseball player, except you are coming into a time in your life where you might be feeling some pressure because Alex and his wife, Susanna, you're going to welcome in a baby in September. How are we feeling about this adventure you're embarking upon?
We're really excited. It'll be our first kid. Be the first grandchild for my parents and my wife's mom as well. And so our family's really excited, including my sister as well. So she's excited to be an aunt, and we're excited to be parents. You know, we're trying to start figuring out a lot of the unknown stuff out now, but we're really excited.
It kind of happens along the way. Don't be too hard on yourself. Just when you think you've got it figured out, it's like baseball. Just like when you think you've got it figured out, you don't quite have it figured out.
For sure.
All right, let's go back to you growing up in North Carolina. And something that struck me about you that I thought was interesting is you had to have Tommy John surgery right after high school. So young. In that situation, is ignorance bliss at that point? And was that a difficult decision to make regarding having it and continuing your career, or should you stop down?
Yeah, I mean, I was young, so I didn't, you don't really think of, about things ending ever.
Yeah.
And so ignorance was bliss a little bit for sure. I had an injury and had surgery, repair it, and then just rehabbed and tried to come back. Didn't really think about the gravity of it all at the time, besides the fact that, I'd have to miss my first year at the University of Georgia playing wise. And so that part was tough, but, I got to keep my scholarship and go to school, and it worked out really well because I had surgery in, I believe, end of June that summer, and then was at Georgia in August. And so I pretty much was rehabbing 7 days a week as soon as I got to school, which was really nice because any other situation at home, I probably wouldn't have gotten as good of rehab and that often. So it was really nice, but tough to overcome at that age, and sad that I missed my freshman year. But it's holding up strong.
It worked out.
It worked out.
It definitely worked out. Let's talk a little bit about your delivery. I love how it's described. It's unconventional. It's funky. That's my favorite word when pitchers are described because it's kind of fun. It's deceiving. Is it a delivery that's evolved as you've continued your career, and how did you come to get to it?
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing for a while now, so things have evolved for sure. The basis of the way I throw has always been, different and a little bit funky. But the way I describe it to people is, hitters do a lot of different things, but as long as you're getting into some of the common positions that you're supposed to get into when you're throwing or hitting, I get into those positions pretty well. It's just I just get there a little bit differently, and so I've kind of always thrown that way. And fortunately, nobody ever really tried to make any significant changes when I was growing up, and it's worked out so far. So but continuing to kind of sharpen the sword as you go, and I feel like I was having a conversation yesterday. I feel like I've got a doctorate in my own delivery, and so I feel like I, with my routine and my plyos and everything I'm doing, I feel like I'm able to upkeep it pretty well, and so here we are.
Who were your mentors as a kid in this game? Who are your heroes in baseball?
Oh man, when I was growing up, my dad's originally born and raised in New York. And so he was a Mets fan. So Tom Glavine I loved when he went to the Mets. Obviously, I was a Braves fan too, growing up in the South. They were always on TV, and so I loved Tom Glavine. Johan Santana was another really big one for me. Cliff Lee. I still remember, I think it might have been my first Sunday night baseball start against the Phillies early in my career, and going up against Cliff Lee and walking out to the bullpen. And him kind of giving me a head nod as I was walking into the bullpen. I thought that was one of the coolest things
that is cool.
that ever happened. I literally used to wear his T-shirt jersey to school when I was growing up, and so those guys were big mentors and fans of growing up for sure.
Those are good ones. All right, somebody who's made quite a splash since joining the Giants this season is Jock Peterson. He's your former teammate. I just assumed you guys are friends, but I was hoping, we get to see him kind of play with, Mach 2 with his hair on fire. He swings for the moon. What can you tell the fans about Jock? Something that's okay to share that they may not know.
That's tough. Jock's one of my closest friends in baseball. We spent a lot of years in LA together. He's from the Bay. I tried to get him to come here last year, and it didn't quite end up working out. And was happy to see him sign with us this offseason, and he's been great so far. He's great for our clubhouse. In Farhan's words, he brings a lot of drip to our clubhouse and our lineup. He's just pure entertainment, but a great teammate, a great friend of mine, and I've been really happy to see him thriving here at the start of his Giants tenure.
Got his Superman.
Yeah, he likes it.
I love
He's
it.
not afraid of the camera, that's for sure.
Yes.
He loves it, and it's fun to watch him, play every day, and he brings a lot of excitement to our team for sure.
Any meaning to jersey number 57 for you?
Not really, no.
Okay.
I got traded in 15 to LA, and they were kind of one of the first teams, that was cycling a lot of guys through. And I got traded deadline, so there wasn't a whole lot of good numbers left for me to choose. And,
what's left?
I think I might have been 58 when I first started in Atlanta, and so I just stuck with the 57 and started off pretty good in LA with that number, and just decided to kind of keep it for the rest of the way.
Do you have a favorite number?
Oof, I was 24 in high school. That was always one of my favorite numbers. And I like number 8 too as well, but those are usually position player numbers.
Yeah. You're all right.
So we'll stick with 57.
All right, rapid fire. So you can answer these fast or long. My question's short.
Yeah.
Favorite app on the phone?
I'll go Twitter for sure.
Twitter. All right. Yeah, I see you on Twitter. You're good on Twitter. You're active and you say cool stuff. Warm-up song, and why did you choose it?
Warm-up song. Revenge by Joyner Lucas is my walkout now. When the beat drops, it gets me going. I really like that song.
You're going right now. Yeah. I see you. Like it's in his head.
I like when the beat drops in that song after the intro. It's sick, and so it fires me up pretty good.
I'm going to listen to it on my way home today.
Just ignore the words.
Okay, no problem. I've heard them all. Don't worry. Hidden talent.
Oh, hidden talent. I'm extremely organized. I don't know if that's really a talent. But,
yes. Can you come to my house and help me with my cupboards, please?
And I'm always on time. Those are my.
You are on time. I can attest to that. He was Johnny on the spot today. Favorite baseball movie? This better be the one I think it is. Where you're from?
Oh, favorite baseball movie. That's tough. It's probably not gonna be what you think. I'm gonna guess. My favorite baseball movie is probably For Love of the Game with Kevin Costner.
Well, it's same
think
actor.
Bull Durham is
I
love
he's
Bull Durham.
From Charlotte.
For Love of the Game is one of my favorites.
Such
for sure.
a good movie.
Yeah.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs, 100%.
Dogs, 100%. Coffee or tea?
Coffee, for sure.
DC or Marvel?
Marvel.
Marvel.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Favorite sport other than baseball?
Either college football or NFL football. I love fantasy football at the end of the year and into the off season, and obviously my dad went to Georgia, so did me and my sister, and so I grew up a huge Georgia Bulldog fan, so they've been pretty good for a long time, so I love college football too as well.
Okay, so sticking with the NFL, favorite team?
Carolina Panthers, yeah.
Favorite player?
For the Panthers?
Or NFL?
Ooh. So he just retired 2 years ago. Luke Kuechly was my favorite player for the Panthers for a long time, but I guess I'll go with Christian McCaffrey. I love Christian McCaffrey.
That's a good one. Yeah, for sure. Okay, pitch, comm, or finger signs?
Ooh.
Don't get in trouble.
I'm traditionalist, so I like normal signs, but we're adapting.
Yeah, I know,
adapt
right?
or die. So the pitch comm is
so true.
Has been in use.
Adapt or die. I'm going to use that. Shows you're watching?
Ooh. One of my favorite shows I just finished up watching is called The Other Two on HBO.
Oh.
It's hysterical. It's so funny.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah,
so
a lot of people haven't heard of it, but it is hysterical.
Okay, The Other Two. A giant player you wouldn't want to face in the batter's box.
Right now?
Yeah.
Ooh. That is a tough question because we have a pretty good lineup. I'll say Darren Ruff. He's done pretty well against me in my career, so I'm glad he's on my team.
Oh man, he's so sneaky good too. Yeah, that's a good one. And then this one you got to dish. Favorite Giants teammate? You have to choose. And then why?
No matter who I choose, I'm gonna catch.
You're gonna catch flag, yeah. Kirk Casale did this, and he chose, so you can do it.
I'll go Webby. That's my guy.
That's great. He's so funny.
Yeah, he's my guy. So
I'll
go Webby.
Okay, so fan questions, and then you're all done.
All right.
I thought this was the funniest question. Alex, when you sling the ball, you seem to do it with an attitude that says, "Try this one, sucker," and you may want to replace the S with another letter. On a scale from 1 to 10, how right am I?
Pretty right, yeah. Probably a 10, especially when I'm feeling good. I always describe pitching is being on offense or defense, and I like to feel like I'm on offense when I'm on the mound.
Yeah.
So pretty accurate.
So he read you well.
Read me well.
All right. When did you start working at such a quick pace? Why? Does it make it harder on the batters, in your opinion, or easier on you? Are any of those accurate?
Yeah, I think it makes guys uncomfortable for sure. You know, I don't know if it was like a conscious thing. I just have always moved kind of fast. I'm a pretty impatient person. One of my flaws, many flaws, but you know, sometimes it doesn't feel like I'm working that fast. There are times where I'll probably get going too quickly, and I'll sense that. But overall, it feels like I'm going slow sometimes, just because I guess that's just my personality.
Yeah. So when you feel that you're going too fast, I have that issue too. Like my mind is just way ahead of where I am. What do you do to reel it back? What do you do to reset?
Sometimes I don't. The inning needs to end usually.
Yeah. So we'll worry about that later.
For sure. Yeah. So sometimes I feel like I'm going too fast. Usually it's out of anger. I give up a hit or a homer or something, and I'll start going even faster.
Well, I know they have like a breathing coach on staff now.
Yeah,
like,
Harvey.
are you?
Harvey's great. So
And I try and do that myself.
Yeah, I use a lot of his stuff in between innings to kind of rev my nervous system.
Yeah.
To get ready to go back out there. But yeah, probably the end of the inning is usually when I can sit down and take a breath. For sure.
Favorite thing to do in San Francisco? Probably haven't had a whole lot of time to figure that out.
Honestly,
but
we're over by the marina where we live, and just walking around all the shops and food around there. I love Pack Heights, the marina, that area. It's just so beautiful, and so my wife and I have really enjoyed being over there.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Last one for you. What made you want to sign with the San Francisco Giants?
Oh, good question. You know, from my first time signing here last year, and then doing a new contract this offseason, you know, I've always been a big believer in Farhan, but we just have such a great group of guys. Everyone gets along. You know, there's no ego. Everybody kind of functions as one. And I love our staff. We have a great pitching staff and a great staff in general. You know, I've been describing it as that we kind of function as one organism. And I feel like that's really rare, and it's more of a testament to, you know, Farhan and Cap and the team that they've put together. And so I just, you know, it's been some of the funnest times of my career being here. And obviously, I love Oracle Park and the fans too as well.
Yeah. What did you think of the park? This is a part you never get to see.
I know.
Have you ever even been out here?
Yeah, a few times. Shagging BP.
Shagging.
But I mean, it's just such a special place. It's really interesting, you know, coming as a visiting team and the perspective you get from sitting in the visiting dugout and then sitting in the home dugout and getting just, you know, to face this side of the park. You know, it's just a really special place, a beautiful place, lots of good food, good fans, and just a really unique ballpark itself.
All right. Well, it's been fun getting to know Alex Wood. He has a game to go prepare for. I hope you enjoyed this episode of A Walk in the Park. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.